Under the working title boldly going where no other bass builder has gone before, Marleau Bass Guitars has released a new bass today. A bass like no other out there. Let's check it out. Hi you lovely people, welcome to Bass the World. My name is Gregor Fries and playing this intergalactic beauty is my buddy Lars Lehmann today. They call it Spock. Yes, that's the name of this new creation. The Spock is a complete reimagining of how a bass can be built. You might have noticed this unique top and that there are no controls, but you haven't seen this yet. This project was supported by the German Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs and Climate Action. With their funding, Gerald Marleau was able to develop a new material which he calls Marleau Logic Mesh. But first things first, before we talk more about this new material, let's have a quick look at the bass itself. We have a 32-inch medium-scale single-cut bass with a bolt-on neck. The fingerboard is extended to 28 frets, but it might get a bit challenging to reach the last ones. The Logic Mesh top on this one is blue, dark blue in the shade, but if the sun is out you will notice the top is actually see-through. The lack of what we would typically call a bass body probably comes down to the fact that Gerald Marleau wants to play with light here. A solid back would ruin all the fun. The Logic Mesh is installed like an arch top, slightly recessed into the wood body, which gives it a dramatic visual effect. This looks stunning, no question here, but how does it actually affect the sound? The Spock is clearly a Marleau design. The beautiful aesthetic curves speak the language of the German man with the French name, but the sound is very unlike anything that's typical for Marleau. While we were recording these sound samples at multiple times we were talking about how much this bass sounds like it has piezo pickups built in. A very high amount of highs and an even tone all across the fingerboard also. The pickup of choice is a humbucker and a beautiful wooden cover that allows serial, parallel and single coil sound options. And yes, many basses offer this nowadays, but here it feels like you're getting a new bass each time you flip the switch. Which is a good thing. It's a lot more versatile than the one pickup would make you think. The other switch on the back is an active passive switch for the preamp. We have controls for master volume, passive tone and then active basses, mids and highs. By the way, considering this is a 32-inch scale bass, the B string sounds fantastic. One last thing to mention is the new bridge reminding of a system you would find on the cello. But this one here only looks romantic. On the inside it gets all technical. The floating wooden string holder covers a piece of metal to make sure these strings can never work through the wood and slip. The bridge itself looks like a Höfner design, but the difference couldn't be bigger. This one here will stay in place when you're changing your strings, and a smart hidden system allows perfect intonation adjustment for each string. And of course, not to forget, this bass is very light. It weighs only 3.2 kilos, which are 7 Freedom kilos. Sound-wise, it's an interesting addition to the Marleau lineup. There's no other bass that can go from this to this. The cool thing is the Logic Mesh can look like anything. You could practically send Marlo a picture of your dog and they could Logic Mesh it on your base or some fabric or anything really. I love the look of this sometimes blue, sometimes black top. It looks beautiful and mysterious. I think I would like it like that. But you could customize everything about the space. You could choose different woods for the body, for the neck or for the pickup cover. You could of course choose a different top. The possibilities are endless. This Spock, what a fun base. If you want to get one for yourself, please check the links in the video description below. And otherwise, that's it from me. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Base Bro.